Remember, our top story is about what unfolded in Jammu and Kashmir in the Rajouri sector. 5 army men killed in the truck, the military vehicle that they were travelling in. We have a big exclusive on how these unidentified terrorists for now planned this attack. We are being told by our sources that there were overground workers active in the area who have helped these terrorists. They infiltrated through Poonch Rajouri routes from Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Agencies are probing. Terrorists were, remember, being assembled by terror groups in POJK. And just to give you a background as a viewer, that Poonch and Rajouri area are surrounded with these massive forests. It's right on the border with regard to Pakistan, and therefore these forests can act as an access to the terrorists to disappear. Agencies had this input as per our sources that there are terror groups being assembled in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir and will want to infiltrate, not to Kashmir directly, but now via Poonch and Rajouri. We are being told 11 places very close to Poonch on the other side, 7 places in POJK were the areas where this information was coming in. Let's go across immediately to Sunil Ji Bhatt for the latest on that. Sunil, for viewers, they may not realize that it's also Poonch and Rajouri, which borders Pakistan barely and specifically adjacent to massive forests around. And these forests are often used as that route can possibly for infiltration, to disappear and to get into Poonch and Rajouri now, sadly.
Absolutely, Pooja. Pakistan is always looking for an opportunity to push terrorists into Jammu and Kashmir, to create mayhem in Jammu and Kashmir. And in the recent past, there were intelligence inputs that suggested that, Pakistan could push more terrorists, particularly in this belt of south of Pir Panjal, along the line of control. Because in the last 2-3 years, Pakistan has been making attempts to revive terrorism in the hilly belt of Jammu region, and that is why we have seen a number of terror attacks taking place here, whether it is the recent Dhangri terror attack which took place in Rajouri district where members of Hindu community were targeted, or in October 2021 there was a group of terrorists who had attacked the security forces, and then there was a fierce encounter that took place. So, in the recent past, terror activities have increased in the south of Pir Panjal, in Rajouri and Poonch districts, but the security forces are on high alert, and that is why many, terror conspiracies were busted, and many overground workers were also arrested by the security forces. But now, with this the latest terror attack taking place that took place yesterday on...
Sunil, you tell us, what should we make of this? Because it was usually Kashmir that has witnessed these terror attacks, has witnessed disturbances now for a very long time. It had come down after 2019. Is this about changing the strategy, catching Poonch and Rajouri unaware while the focus is on Kashmir?
Absolutely, Pooja. The thing is that in the Kashmir Valley, top terror commanders have been eliminated, and even in the hinterland in the Kashmir Valley, there has been a major crackdown on terror activities. And Pooja, we need to also understand the fact that this area, Rajouri and Poonch district, this is a hilly terrain, and that is why maybe because of this factor, this particular region is being chosen for terror activities by Pakistan. Because in Kashmir Valley, we see that most of the areas, are plains, it's a valley. So it becomes very difficult.
Sad and tragic to say that see how Rajouri and Poonch, which have been peaceful, relatively peaceful for a very long time, is now could possibly be the new change strategy for terrorists to disturb this area. And we hope that the government comes down heavily and urgently on that as well. We have some more news coming in. Sunil Ji Bhatt, please stay on with me. As the National Investigation Agency is all set to take over what unfolded in Jammu and Kashmir, 2 teams of the NIA will be reaching the terror spot, 1 from Jammu, 1 from Delhi. 8-member forensic team will accompany the NIA teams. The National Investigation Agency will be taking over that brutal terror attack that has taken place on the military vehicle. Army Jawans who were killed. Remember, there were grenade-like explosives thrown. Sunil Ji Bhatt with the latest coming in on that. Sunil, so 2 teams from 2 different cities. How much time can it take for them to reach specifically the terror spot? And what will be their strategy? How are they planning to investigate this?
Well, Pooja, we have learned from our sources that, two teams of NI and forensic science laboratory are going to reach here, and they are going to, gather vital clues from the terror attack spot. And we are expecting them to reach by afternoon here at the terror attack spot. And the scope of the investigation is being widened because it's still not clear that what kind of, weapons were used by these terrorists. But as per the army's statement last evening, it was said that grenades were lost at this army vehicle by the terrorists, and there was they had even fired at the army vehicle. But, Pooja, horrific scenes were witnessed. The truck caught fire, and our, Bravehearts army personnel, they were charred to death in that fire that broke out on that truck. So it remains to be seen that because this whole conspiracy needs to be,
And we hope that the government ensures this does not escalate, and definitely not in Rajouri, Poonch. Our heart goes out to the family members of our soldiers who have died in the line of duty. These terrorists will never succeed, and I hope it will be the local residents of Rajouri and Poonch who will stand up to these terror attacks and these terrorist activities. Sunil Ji Bhatt with the latest coming in from Poonch. Thank you very much for now.